Sure. When last did you hear from the Ghana Library Authority? I'm sure it's been maybe some long time, but it's very functional and a number of things are going on there. There is an event that will be held that will happen tomorrow, and this will happen at a GHAL main auditorium from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and that has to do with languages preserved on pages. In studio we have Oswell, who is joining us. He's the coordinator for the language preserved on pages. Thank you so much for coming. Always a pleasure. And we also have Ziblim Al Hassan, who is the acting executive director for the Ghana Library Authority. Thank you so much, sir, for coming.
Thank you very much for having me this morning.
That you've been able to join us. First of all, let me ask you, how is the authority faring?
Thank you very much for this opportunity. Let me first and foremost thank your media house for giving me the opportunity to share this your prime time this morning with you. The media is the authority is doing very, very, very well. Just that I say as a state we have not given its fair share of resources and support that is required. Being the second oldest institution in Ghana, playing a very pivotal role when it comes to literacy promotion and lifelong learning in this country, we have over the years neglected it. Thankfully, this time around, under the reset agenda of the President Mahama, a lot is changing under authority, and then we are lifting the authority to where it's supposed to be.
Wow, wow. How many libraries do we have now?
Currently, we're operating about 140 libraries across the nation. Yes, about 140 libraries across the nation, and they are all working actively, serving patrons in all parts of Ghana.
Wow. And how many libraries are you bringing on board now? You have the 140. Are you adding additional ones?
Our focus now is to up the quality of the current library stock that we have. Whilst we try to provide for regions without library, you know, the former government created 6 new regions. None of them has a regional library. Okay. So we are working hard under the Ministry of Education to ensure that we provide library for those regions as well. Apart from that, there are over 150 municipal assemblies in this country that do not have community libraries. True. So this is our main focus for now. There's a lot to be done. And then, you know, we work with the budgetary limitations.
Very true.
Currently. So, but we are planning to ensure that we collaborate with like-minded institutions who will help us to ensure that we take this critical service to where it's supposed to be across this country.
Very important. Also, let me come to you. The event that will be happening tomorrow, Languages Preserved on Pages. What's it about?
So I think the names are just what it means. It's supposed to commemorate International Mother Language Day, which will be on 21st. That is every 21st. UNESCO has set aside to remind the whole world that you must make sure that your language do not run into extinct. Because the very time the language dies, the people are dead. And so one good thing is, no Bureau of Ghana Languages have been doing over the years, but it is the wish and dream of UNESCO that more other people, more stakeholders will be on board to create a sensitization loudly. And then thankfully the library, Ghana Library Authority, beyond promoting reading, it starts with the mandate of preserving our national heritage.
Beautiful.
And language is intangible heritage, intangible arts. So they got support from Creative Art Agency to do this because that's literary art positioning. So, okay, what role will the Ghana Library Authority play in the preservation of languages? And so that came about this event, that language is preserved on pages, in fact, ever flipping pages. And the focus here is to look at how we translate well-known works by our literary legends into Ghanaian languages as a way to entice people to want to read. Because if you have read Master Brewer by Professor Lado Wasono and you loved it, and you are told that it is in different languages, you want to see it in your language.
Exactly.
So that is a way to call them to come and read it. And once the books are being archived, the languages are as well archived. So this is what the Ghana Library Authority sought to use its mandate to help in the sensitization, preservation, and promotion of the language. Yes, thus we have languages preserved on pages.
It's very important because at a point where we want to see the local languages being taught in various schools, the Twi, the Ga, the Hausa, the Ewe, and all that. But is Ghana Library Authority attaching some technology?
For sure. We are in a technology era.
Okay.
So you cannot achieve your mandate these days without applying technology to what you do.
Yeah.
Even the technology will not is not the be all when it comes to meeting our GDs and then our responsibility as an authority. But you must employ technology. It helps you to reach wider patrons. I mean, some people are not able to visit the physical libraries. Just as I mentioned that there are about 6 regions without regional libraries and about over 100 assemblies without libraries. Technology, if you deploy some resources through technology, they can access it wherever they are, where they have access to internet, which is also a challenge in Ghana. Yeah. There are a lot of rural communities that internet connectivity is not reliable. True. So it is not the only way that they can access information. That's why you still have to have physical library facilities for those who cannot have reliable internet service to be able to go into the library and access resource material. But in technology is very important. It is very critical. It will allow us to reach a wider coverage of people and even employ new and innovation ways of reaching out to our kids.
Wow.
You know, these days, kids, it's technology that drives them a lot.
Wow.
So, and we have an issue with foundational literacy and foundational reading. You have to use technology to attract them.
Yeah.
To be able to, under your monitoring and guidance as parents. If not, you know, if you give kids this technology devices without monitoring or guiding them, it takes them somewhere else.
It's true.
So you must monitor and ensure that they are using it for the purpose so you are providing.
We will actually need a lot more time to have conversation on your sector. So we are saying it on record. We will bring you again in studio and have a detailed conversation with you on the Ghana Library.
I'm already in
that particular sector. But also, let me finalize with you. When is this event happening? Is it free or is it ticketed? And also, at the time and all other information that you want to give to the
viewers concerning this sensitization program, so there's no way it could be ticketed. In fact, we want people to come. I think in previous times it's going to open up more. And I want to just run through the modality a bit, then I come to it's going to happen at the main conference hall of the Ghana Library headquarters, Ghana Library Authority headquarters, which is just behind the Supreme Court. And it's free. And then we're going to have its conversation. We have Professor Avia Inso from University of Education, Winiba, who is a language expert. We have the Riches in Field coming, who is a special aide to the Minister of Tourism, Culture and Creative, and then a policy expert. And we have Dr. Sarah Dogbaji, who is a literary advocate, a senior lecturer at the University of Ghana School of Performing Arts, going to zoom in into Professor Ladis Wasunu's works that have been translated into 15 Ghanaian languages.
Beautiful.
And we'll see how that plays a role in the preservation and promotion of Ghanaian languages. And amidst that, we're going to have performances of these poems. And then we have another person who has translated the national anthem into different Ghanaian languages. We're going to have a big experience of that one as well. And I'm going to have one-on-one with Professor Lado Wasunu, what he thinks about the work that has been done. And most importantly, we want to see one of the benefits of the work that has been translated. You know, in Accra, when it's time for Ghanaian languages, the material we use here is different from the material that is used in the northern region, in the eastern region. So now that a work like this has been translated across the learnable languages, we want to see if WAEC or GS will have to adopt it, so that if we are doing master brewer in Accra, it's the same master brewer in other regions. So that is a square platform. So this is throwing one stone to kill multiple birds.
So this is happening tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
10 to 1 p.m.
And I can see the face of the Deputy Education Minister.
This is the distinguished auspices of the Ministry of Education. And so, you know, the minister is unavailable. So you have to assign the deputy minister. And they have keen interest. Not just him, we have the technical advisor to the minister also being around.
Beautiful.
And then the country representative of UNESCO. You know, it's a UNESCO day. And then we have the Secretary General of Ghana Commission for UNESCO. All of them gracing this.
Thank you so much, Oswald Okainte, who is the coordinator for the languages preserved on Pages event that will be happening tomorrow, and also Ziblima Hassan, who is the acting executive director for the Ghana Library Authority. Make sure that you pass by tomorrow and try and learn something. But we will bring the executive director back in studio and have a detailed conversation with him. For now,